Hi, my name is June, and this is Project 3 of Headstarter. And we made a customer support chatbot for a company called Gainful. All right, and these are the technologies used. Of course, we have JavaScript, JSX, and Next.js using Mature UI and CSS for styling in the front end. And we have OpenAI to connect with the Open Router, which also connects to the Meta Llama 3.1 8-bit Instruct AI model to have the chat support responses. And we used Firebase Firestore to keep track of the chat history in the database as the backend. And so just an overview, we use the Meta's Llama 3.1 AI model to handle the user conversations. And we included a system prompt so that way it was trained with the gainful information. We also implemented user auth, which enabled users to have a more customized experience with their personal chat and be able to have a chat history. And again, we made it for this startup company called Gainful. So that way we could have something that's more of a real world application. And our roles, so we have Brandon, who handled the front end and the database aspect. We had Luis, he also handled front end and the user auth. I handled the AI integration, and Irfan handled the AWS EC2 instance. And so the front end design inspiration, it was inspired by the UI for Gainful. We used their colors to, of course, meet their color scheme. And we just wanted to focus on something very simple and clean with something that exists, and that would be ChatGPT. And in the future, the chat history is a little buggy. So we need a way to fix the chats and have titles that will summarize the conversation about 2 to 3 words. And the AI model we again used was Meta's latest classic model, 3.1, Llama. And it was actually very well tuned. It was fast and efficient, and it did have a very good performance, and it led to very good responses to the prompts. In the future, we would, of course, like to integrate AWS Bedrock. That way we have access to multiple LLMs, and from there we can connect Pinecone for the RAG implementation, which will give us even better responses. And create an LLM orchestration pattern, which will task specific models based on the query. So that way we have models trained for more specific tasks. And there were many roadblocks, many errors, of course, as tends to happen when you make code. And so in the front end, the main problem was the chat history, connecting with the Firebase to have it displayed properly. And with the AI, the AWS Bedrock was not working too well, which is why we switched to the Llama. We had it console logging, but it was not displaying properly on the front end on the Next.js app. And so this is the final product. This is the login page for Gainful. This is the chat UI, UX, and this is what the chat history looks like. Thank you.